The year was 2149, and humanity stood at the pinnacle of technological advancement. Cities glittered with towering skyscrapers, space travel was commonplace, and humanity had colonies on Mars and the moons of Jupiter. Despite these achievements, the people of Earth remained unaware of the creeping horror making its way towards their solar system, the Varlith, a parasitic alien race that had already consumed countless worlds. In the bustling corridors of the International Space Research Organization, ISRO, Dr. Amelia Chen, a renowned xenobiologist, was engrossed in her latest research. Her colleague, Dr. Rafael Torres, entered the lab with a concerned expression. "Amelia, you need to see this," Rafael said, handing her a data tablet. Amelia's eyes widened as she scanned the screen. "What is it?" "We've intercepted a signal from deep space. It's unlike anything we've seen before. The energy patterns suggest it's some kind of organic transmission," Rafael explained. "An organic transmission?" Amelia echoed, intrigued. "Could it be a form of alien communication?" "That's what we're trying to determine," Rafael replied. "But there's something else. The signal appears to be moving closer to our solar system." Amelia's curiosity turned to concern. "We need to inform the United Earth Defense Force." Commander Ethan Cole, head of the UEDF, was in the middle of a strategy meeting when Amelia and Rafael's urgent message came through. He excused himself and headed to the secure communication room. "Dr. Chen, Dr. Torres, this better be important," Ethan said as their faces appeared on the screen. "Ethan, we've intercepted a signal from deep space. It's organic in nature, and it's heading towards us," Amelia reported. Ethan frowned. "How soon?" "At its current speed, it will reach our solar system in less than a month," Rafael replied. "We have no idea what it is or what it wants," Amelia added. "But we believe it's of extraterrestrial origin." Ethan's mind raced. "All right, I'll mobilize the fleet and increase our surveillance. We need to be prepared for anything." As the days passed, the tension on Earth grew. The UEDF intensified their preparations, while scientists and researchers worked around the clock to decipher the signal. Lieutenant Zara Patel, a top pilot and reconnaissance expert, was among those on high alert. "Zara, we need you to lead a reconnaissance mission to the edge of the solar system," Ethan instructed. "We need eyes on whatever's coming." "Understood, Commander," Zara replied, her expression determined. Zara and her team launched in an advanced spacecraft equipped with the latest surveillance technology. As they approached the source of the signal, the readings became more erratic. Suddenly, the ship's sensors detected a massive object emerging from hyperspace. "Commander, we've got visual on the object," Zara reported. "It's massive." The object was a vast, organic-looking ship, pulsating with an eerie, bioluminescent light. Tendrils extended from its surface, writhing and moving as if alive. Zara's transmission was cut off abruptly as the alien ship emitted a powerful energy pulse. Back on Earth, Ethan and his team watched in horror as the screens went dark. "Get me a status update on Zara's team," Ethan barked. Minutes later, a technician reported, "We lost contact, sir. The ship is not responding to any hails." "Damn it," Ethan muttered. "Prepare the fleet for engagement. We need to know what we're dealing with." As the UEDF fleet mobilized, the alien ship continued its approach. Its tendrils reached out, touching and absorbing anything in its path. Within hours, it had entered the outer reaches of the solar system. Dr. Amelia Chen and Dr. Rafael Torres were working tirelessly to analyze the data from Zara's last transmission. Amelia's eyes widened as she made a breakthrough. "Rafael, look at this," she said, pointing to the screen. "The organic material from the ship matches the profile of a parasitic organism, the Varlith." "The Varlith? The parasitic race we theorized about?" Rafael asked, shocked. "Yes, they've consumed entire civilizations. They're coming for us," Amelia replied grimly. Amelia immediately contacted Ethan. "Commander, we've identified the alien race. They're called the Varlith, a parasitic species that overtakes entire planets." Ethan's face hardened. "What do they want?" To consume and assimilate all life forms, Amelia said. We need to act fast. The UEDF fleet engaged the Varlith ship at the edge of the solar system. Despite their advanced technology, the human forces found themselves outmatched by the alien ship's organic weaponry. The Varlith tendrils pierced through the hulls of the human ships, spreading their parasitic influence. Ethan watched the battle unfold from the command center. We need to find a weakness, he muttered. Maya Williams, a civilian tech genius and hacker, was brought in to assist. Commander, if we can upload a virus into their system, we might be able to disrupt their control. It's worth a shot, Ethan agreed. Get to work. Maya worked tirelessly to create a virus capable of targeting the Varlith's organic systems. Meanwhile, Amelia and Rafael continued their research, looking for any additional weaknesses. We've done it, Maya announced, her eyes filled with determination. I need to get close to their ship to upload it. Ethan nodded. I'll send a team with you. Zara's ship has the best chance of getting close. Zara, Maya, and a team of elite soldiers launched their mission to upload the virus. The closer they got to the Varlith ship, the more intense the resistance became. They fought their way through, losing several members along the way. As they reached the core of the Varlith ship, Maya initiated the upload. The ship convulsed as the virus spread, disrupting the alien control. The tendrils recoiled, and the ship's assault on the UEDF fleet weakened. We did it, Zara shouted as the alien ship began to break apart. The UEDF fleet managed to destroy the Varlith ship, but the cost was high. Earth had faced a terrifying threat and barely survived. Ethan, Amelia, and the remaining team members returned to Earth, determined to prepare for any future threats. We need to be ready, Ethan said, looking out at the stars. This was just the beginning. With the immediate threat of the Varlith ship neutralized, humanity entered a period of uneasy peace. The UEDF and ISRO worked in tandem to fortify Earth's defenses and to study the remains of the Varlith ship. Dr. Amelia Chen and Dr. Rafael Torres delved deep into the alien biology, hoping to uncover secrets that could help prevent future invasions. In a secluded lab on Earth, Amelia stared at a sample of Varlith tissue under a high-powered microscope. This organism is unlike anything we've seen. It's adaptive, resilient, almost sentient. Rafael nodded, his face illuminated by the glow of his monitor. If we can understand how it communicates and coordinates, we might be able to develop better countermeasures. Their work was interrupted by a call from Commander Ethan Cole. Amelia, Rafael, I need you in the briefing room. We've picked up another signal. Ethan's grim expression greeted Amelia and Rafael as they entered the briefing room. On the screen behind him was a fluctuating waveform, similar to the one that had heralded the first Varlith ship. We've detected another signal, originating from the same region of space, Ethan explained. This one is stronger and moving faster. Amelia felt a chill run down her spine. How long until it reaches us? 2 weeks, Ethan replied. We need to assume it's another Varlith ship, or worse, a fleet. Rafael clenched his fists. We barely survived the first encounter. We need to be better prepared. With the new threat looming, Ethan called for an emergency summit with Earth's allies. Representatives from Mars, Europa, and Titan arrived to discuss a united defense strategy. The room buzzed with tension and urgency. We've all seen what the Varlith can do, Ethan addressed the assembly. We need to pool our resources and intelligence to stand a chance. Colonel Ingrid Lasker of the Mars Defense Force spoke up. We've been developing new ion cannons. They could help penetrate the Varlith's organic hulls. Dr. Elara Visser from Europa added, our scientists have been working on nanobots designed to disrupt organic matter. They might be effective against the Varlith. The allies agreed to share their technologies and coordinate their efforts. The stakes were too high for any one colony to face alone. Back on Earth, Maya Williams was tasked with integrating the new technologies into the UEDF systems. In a sprawling underground facility, she worked alongside engineers and scientists, the air thick with the hum of machinery and the buzz of conversation. We need these ion cannons online yesterday, Maya urged, her fingers flying over a keyboard. And get those nanobots into the missile warheads. We can't afford any delays. Amelia and Rafael continued their research, developing a more potent version of the virus that had crippled the first Varlith ship. If we can introduce this new virus into their command structure, it could cause widespread chaos, Amelia suggested. With preparations underway, the days seemed to stretch into eternity. Soldiers trained rigorously, engineers fine-tuned weapons, and scientists worked tirelessly. The anticipation of battle weighed heavily on everyone's minds. Ethan took a moment to walk through the command center, observing his team. He paused to speak with Zara, who was preparing her ship for the upcoming fight. "Ready for round 2? Ethan asked. Zara's eyes were steely with determination. "We won't go down without a fight." The day of reckoning arrived. The Varlith fleet emerged from hyperspace, a dark swarm blotting out the stars. The UEDF and their allies launched their combined fleet to intercept the invaders. Ethan stood on the bridge of the command ship, watching the battle unfold on the holographic display. "All units, engage at will. Focus on protecting the capital ships." Zara led a squadron of fighters, weaving through the chaos and targeting the Varlith ship's weak points. The new ion cannons fired, piercing the alien hulls, while nanobot-laden missiles disrupted their organic structures. Despite their efforts, the Varlith's sheer numbers began to overwhelm the human fleet. The command ship shuddered as tendrils latched onto its hull, attempting to breach the defenses. Amelia and Rafael, working from a secure lab on Earth, monitored the battle and prepared to deploy the virus. "We're ready," Rafael said, his voice tense. Ethan gave the order. "Do it." Maya transmitted the virus to the lead Varlith ship. The alien vessel convulsed as the virus spread, causing its systems to malfunction. Other ships in the fleet began to experience similar disruptions. "It's working!" Amelia exclaimed. With the Varlith fleet in disarray, the human forces pressed their advantage. Zara's squadron targeted the weakened ships, while the capital ships unleashed their full firepower. Ethan coordinated the assault, his voice calm and commanding. "Focus on their command ships. We need to break their coordination." One by one, the Varlith ships were destroyed or disabled. The tide of battle slowly turned in humanity's favor. After hours of relentless fighting, the last Varlith ship was vanquished. The human fleet, battered and scarred, emerged victorious. Cheers erupted in the command center, but the celebration was muted by the heavy toll. Ethan surveyed the damage reports, his heart heavy. "We won, but at a great cost. We need to ensure this never happens again." In the days following the battle, the UEDF and their allies worked to repair their ships and tend to the wounded. Memorials were held for those who had fallen, and the leaders convened to discuss the future. "We can't afford to be complacent," Colonel Lasker stated. "The Varlith may return, and we need to be ready." Amelia and Rafael continued their research, determined to find a permanent solution to the Varlith threat. "We need to understand how they communicate and coordinate on a deeper level," Amelia said. While analyzing the wreckage of a Varlith ship, Amelia made a startling discovery. "Rafael, look at this. It appears to be a central node, a sort of brain for the entire fleet. If we can decipher its signals, we might be able to anticipate their movements," Rafael suggested. Amelia contacted Ethan with their findings. "Commander, we found a way to potentially predict and counter the Varlith strategies." Ethan's eyes lit up with hope. "This could change everything. Keep me updated." As Earth and its colonies continued to rebuild, the focus shifted to preparing for the next potential Varlith invasion. Defense systems were upgraded, new technologies were developed, and alliances were strengthened. Zara and her fellow pilots trained with the new equipment, honing their skills for the battles ahead. "We need to be faster, stronger, and smarter than ever before," she told her squadron. After months of intense research, Amelia and Rafael made a breakthrough in decoding the Varlith's central node. "We can now intercept and decipher their communications," Amelia announced. Ethan convened a meeting with the leaders of Earth's allies. "With this new intel, we can anticipate their movements and prepare our defenses accordingly." Despite the new advancements, a sense of unease lingered. The memory of the Varlith's brutality was still fresh. and the fear of their return haunted everyone. Ethan took a moment to address his team. "We've faced the Varlith before and emerged victorious. We must remain vigilant and united." The day they had all dreaded arrived. A massive Varlith fleet emerged from hyperspace, larger and more powerful than before. The human forces, now better prepared, launched to meet the threat head-on. Ethan stood on the bridge, his face set with determination. This is it. We fight not just for our survival, but for the future of humanity. The battle was fierce and unrelenting. The new technologies and strategies gave humanity an edge, but the Varlith were relentless. Ships clashed in a deadly dance, with casualties mounting on both sides. After hours of grueling combat, the human forces finally gained the upper hand. The Varlith fleet, weakened by the relentless assault and the decoded signals, began to falter. One by one, the alien ships were destroyed. Ethan watched as the last Varlith ship was obliterated, a sense of relief washing over him. "It's over," he said softly. The aftermath of the battle was a time of reflection and rebuilding. Earth and its colonies mourned their losses, but celebrated their hard-won victory. Amelia, Rafael, Zara, and Maya were hailed as heroes, their contributions pivotal to humanity's survival. As the sun set on a battered but resilient Earth, Ethan addressed the world. "We have faced the darkest of threats and emerged stronger. We will continue to stand united, ready to defend our home against any who would threaten it. Today, we look to the stars not with fear, but with hope for a brighter future." And so, under the watchful gaze of a united humanity, the dawn of a new era began. The Varlith had been defeated, but the lessons learned and the bonds forged would endure, ensuring that humanity would remain ever vigilant and ever prepared for the challenges that lay ahead.